This is Close Combat Gateway to Caen. You're watching episode 10 of the Axis campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Here's another battlefield that we have not made a lot of progress on. We're back at Cassino, and we got 2nd Glasgow Highlanders assaulting against 12th Panzer Pioneer Battalion, 12th SS Panzer. Alright, I've looked around, and all of my other squads have full slots, but they have fewer total troops. So we are going to keep the same platoon that we've already got in 1st Platoon. I don't really get why, but a lot of them are like 2-man squads. So, yeah, we're going to struggle here, but we do still have 2 Panzerjägers and an AT to try and help us get through this one. Standard loadout here. 1 rifle platoon, 2 Bren sections. They've got 2 3-inch medium mortars and 1 crocodile. Alright. On the west side, I've got 1 Panzerjäger and 4 infantry squads. Then I've mirrored that on the east side. And then I've got Maya with the AT gun down in the southeast corner. And last time when their crocodile came rolling south, it was on the road. And so I feel like this is a decent spot for Maya to be out of the way. But we only have 1 tank to deal with. So the last time I got blasted here was because there were multiple targets. I feel like if I let it get closer, this might still work out. All right, we are going to move to the west. No sign of them, so let's take the apple orchard cautiously. And then we can also try and move our Panzerjäger over there and see if we get a lucky shot on the tank. We're just going to stay here and keep covered until we make it across. But I kind of feel like since we're standing up, they would have shot at us by now. All right, here we go. They're pushing from the north. If they're content staying there, I'm okay with that for the minute. We'll not take the fight if we don't have to. I'd like these guys to get moved across here and safe before we have to deal with switching back and forth from the left side to the right side. So there's that big opening. If we go north, we have to worry about being spotted through there. We've only got a little bit of ability to cover that spot. So let's take these guys across, and they're going to be all on their own for now. I think we'll leave Abel over here to help cover the back. And then if we do decide to move up, we can have some infantry support instead of just sending a 2-man squad to their death. Alright, let's make sure we're peeking over that. Nothing going on over here. These guys haven't moved, they're just chilling. They shouldn't be able to see anybody, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, I think we're probably clear. At least like this section, like they might be deeper into the orchard, but the entrance that we're using is pretty safe. So let's go ahead and fully get in there, and we'll just see if that'll mess with the tank a little bit if we start taking flags. I kind of think Aiden can move up, and then we'll have these guys get a little bit deeper in there, and we'll just move all 3 teams through the woods together. We got runners now. They are pushing south. All right. I don't know if we're going to have to move Ace if they're going to be a primary target. Let's see. I don't know if Ken can see. Nope. All right. It's just on Birdie. Uh-oh. We already took one? We took two? Not a good start. Smoke out. Yeah, they're not going to smoke. They're too suppressed. Zoo can't see there. Just go west, guys. Go west. You guys keep moving up. See if this affects their strategy at all if we start taking stuff on the east. Mortars are falling. Let's actually run across the road and get south. Get far away from the last known position. Oh man, they have a lot. Like everybody's on the west side. Let's bring some troops around here. We'll get Zoo to come support up the road. There we go. Ken can see across this, so that'll work. Come on, Ken. They're out in the open. All right, we got the flag. I don't think there's any contact in the orchard whatsoever. So let's move up here to Glasgow Corner. And we'll come with support in case the tank comes this way. Keep going, guys. I think the tank is targeting Ken. Yup. Yep, it is. Smoke out. Okay. They actually did it. Let's run south. Try and get another layer of obstacles between us and the tank. We'll engage here. Ken's getting mortared. They're having a bad day. Come on, Ken. Let's actually pull Ace back. If those mortars keep creeping to the south, we don't want anybody that doesn't have to being in that nightmare of destruction. And if that tank comes down here, we might need our Panzerjäger. I don't know if the tank's staying up there deliberately to avoid the AT gun, or if it just doesn't feel the need to come down here because we're not winning. But it's making it very difficult to kill. Alright, come on, Birdie. Easy targets, easy targets. Maybe not. Alright, let's bring Dan Hibiki around, and we'll get some more support over here. We might have to surrender this corner and just try and hold the flag, keep them from taking the flag. They're coming down the road. Birdie, get down there. Let's retarget with Zoo. It's unfortunate because Zoo's only 2 men and they don't have a machine gun. So they got the SMG and a rifle. Alright guys, get out of that corner. We did some damage. They are pulling back just a little bit. Probably not long term, but they've lost that ambition to just drive through us. I actually think if they just push, they would win. But we are going to take every last one of them that we can. And Ken is having a bad time. You just got to crawl out of there, buddy. We're going to have to go back up there. Uh-oh. Move Zoo, move Birdie. Get out of the mortars. Ken hasn't moved, so we're going to have to support that fight in the corner, even though I don't want to. And we'll see if this plan over here, if Abel takes that flag, they might realize that something's going on. Can we get shots? Have to be careful here because the tank can affect this. I don't know where it is now, but we do have to worry about that. There we go. Target. I don't want to use ace in an infantry role unless it's absolutely necessary, so I'm just going to stay there. Mortars, I think, have ceased. Let's go ahead and move back up here. Okay, we got this corner under control, so maybe we start moving up, and we'll go peek around this corner right here in case they're up here. We know their mortar teams are somewhere in the back, so we do still have to be cautious. We can't just assume they're not here. That Bren is close. We got more guys coming down the road. We got to get Ken pulled back. Get away from where the tank can see you. Zoo can kind of see this Bren section. And then Alex. There we go. Start shooting at their flank. Now they're pinched. Yuri's going to come back because the tank's targeting them. Bren surrendered. Alright, let's go ahead and move Cammy up. We've got eyes on the tank, so we want to be like, I don't know, somewhere in this corner, I think. Yuri took one. Can't really see out of there unless it's due west. AT gun can't see around there. There we go. Keep targeting these guys. Don't stop. Uh-oh, tank's moving. Oh, he's coming this way. Can Cammy get there first? Infantry too? Uh-oh. I'm wondering... I wonder if we need to pull back. Let's get Abel ready to engage. Hit this Piet. Okay. I kind of feel like that was wild. The Piet dropped as soon as I targeted them before we even shot. That's some very good timing. Uh-oh. Pull back. Aiden's going to have a bad time. Let's get set to just defend when the Piet comes across the bocage. Cammy is here. It's 49 meters. If the tank keeps closing in, though, we'll be okay. Alright, so the machine gun is cowering, and the rifles are not effective against them at that range, so that's not going well. Our defenses are sort of holding, but they are definitely weakening. Alright, that's out of range. Ooh. Ken, this is why I keep telling you to go west. Go west. Way west. Alright, Piet's being engaged. We've lost sight of him. I don't know that we could crawl Cammy out there without getting smoked. Abel is on the struggle bus trying to get through these waypoints. Alright, we're going to pull back, because if that tank comes across, we are going to have a bad day. So, cover that. Get back here. And I don't think any of these teams are ready to stand up to a crocodile face-to-face. So, if they take the flag, we'll hope to retake it later. But I don't want that tank to come mess us up. Apparently he can still see over here. I don't know how. Alright. Everybody, shoot this target. We got a runner. Drop him, birdie. Nope. Come on. Alright, let's keep moving Abel up. Let's take this next corner. Let's, like, get up here. And then we'll move west and see if we can look across the road. We'll peek across the bocage and then peek across the road and see what this east side looks like. We're going to start creeping back up here, see if we can find that Piat team. Slow and steady. Crawl down here. We can't quite see if the tank does come back. We actually don't even know where it went. Whoa! No! No, 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 no! Why? Why are you moving? They're like, we're late to the party. Like, bro, you were where I wanted you. Now you're not hidden. I don't love that. I don't know. Tank's kind of coming for us. No, we're going to have to go closer. This sucks. Cammy's just going to get the marathon award for this one. I mean, if the tank came into the orchard and got stuck, in a way, I would be fine with that. I still wouldn't want to have to go find it and deal with it, but if it couldn't move, it'd be a lot better. We'd just come up behind it. Alright, you going to come north? I swear it knows. I swear it knows that Cammy's there. Let's move back up. And Yuri Han maybe like right here. Alright, all is going well. It's getting sort of under control over here. We're still not getting any kills, but their attack has stopped. Let's hold fire, see if they'll move for a minute. If we can get them to reposition, we might have another advantage. Tank's coming in. Tank's coming in. Can we kill the Piat? Alright. Cammy, now's your chance. Continue south to right there. The tank's... yeah, it's still going. Okay. You know what? Change of plans. If the tank's fully going into the orchard, we're going to bug out for a minute. We're going to trust Cammy to do some work. Alright. I think north is clear, so let's stay south of there. Let's go to the west. Uh, 45 meters. Wow, dude, 30 meters is so close. Like, we're already closer than I want to be, and I got to go another third closer. You guys, hit him. Zoo is out of ammo. We got a contact here on the road. We need to get around that big tree. Alright, do we just crawl? Hope that they don't notice us? There we go, there we go. Get some kills, guys. They're moving, guys. Hit them. It's getting closer. Alright, infantry. Get back in. This also kind of keeps the tank busy, to be honest. Like, if we just keep playing with the Piat over here in the orchard, the tank's not messing up our fight on the west. And we have one person who's broken. So I kind of feel like this might be a problem. Oh, kill this guy, kill this guy. There we go. This might be a problem with our Panzerjäger crew. If Cammy breaks, that's like our AT defense on the east side, unless the tank goes much further south. You guys... Okay, we got that whole team. They've requested a truce. Oh, I swear the tank knows we're sitting right there. Their mortars have got to be in that northwest corner, so we can't really push out there. I've only got one squad. They'll get wiped. But I wouldn't mind taking some shots if we can see them. Let's move up here, see if we can flank these guys. And still 33 meters. Tank hasn't committed one way or the other. We can see over the bocage, so the mortar crews might be hiding behind all the farmland stuff, all the crops. Tank's thinking about going south.
Da können wir nicht hin. Da können wir nicht hin.
Ugh, get up there.
Da können wir nicht hin.
Dude. Alright. I would really like to be able to see that guy before he gets to us, but apparently we're in a disagreement about how far we have to move to be able to move. The good news is Cammy is no longer broken. The bad news is they're not close enough to the front to engage the tank. Otherwise, they are in range. So let's get back there so the tank can't see us. And then we're going to move up so we're not at this little junction. We're just going to keep sweeping through here with the infantry till we find the Piet. Let's go like right there. Uh-oh, tank's moving north too. The tank is mirroring my moves. It knows. Can we hit this guy? Ace, it's okay to shoot, man. You're on defend. Hit that dude.
We surrender.
Alright, move up there. We got a surrenderee. There we go. Piet there. Uh-oh. Infantry running. They got infantry coming this way. That's why the fighting's quieted down on the west side. Uh-oh. Line of sight. Oh! Cammy took one. They're going for the flag. We're going to have to take the truce. Hold on. Let's recapture the orchard before they do.
We surrender. Sichert das Gebiet. Wir ergeben uns.
All right. Cammy ended up surrendering, and the battle ended because of the ceasefire, but we did take some ground. Their morale's 30% to our 77. And it looks like we killed 9, we wounded 22, and we captured 5. We did not hit their tank. They killed 3 of ours, wounded 6, and took 1 person prisoner. Okay, Zoo, you got 2 kills. And then we've got Birdie with 10 kills. Unfortunately, they're going to disband. Ken, you've got 6 kills. And then we got Yuri Han with nothing. And Alex has 1 kill. And Abel has 1 kill. And then Dan Hibiki, you've got 10 kills. And then Aiden, no kills. It's kind of all or nothing with these guys. Cammy died and surrendered. And then we have Ace, who didn't do anything. And then Maya, also no progress. Tank never came far enough south to do anything. Alright, platoon leader survived and no kills. Mortar survived, no kills. And then their Piet wiped out. Their rifle team survived, no kills. And then Bren has 2 kills. And we got another Bren with 1 kill. Bren with no kills. Bren with 2 kills. And no kills. We killed a lot of their Bren. Medium mortar has 1 kill. Medium mortar has no kills. And then their crocodile has 3 kills. So we're still in need of the reinforcements. But the enemy didn't take the entire map like I really expected them to do. I can't believe how well this actually turned out when it was all said and done. It is a shame about Cammy and also not being able to drop the tank, but simply keeping it distracted and out of the fight made everything easier. Let me know what you think. I felt like this was a very solid performance. Like, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel, and I'll catch you in the next battle. Thanks for watching.